Hello and welcome everybody, this is your host Learbach, and you're just in time for a post-commentary episode. That's right, this was pre-recorded, and for once, it's not a commentary where I lost the audio. I did this on purpose because I wanted to do some extra grinding. In order for me to grind, I needed to progress before I could do some rematches with previous battles. So yeah, in the last episode, we defeated Sayu and got a cutscene involving the bad guys, Tatiana, and recruiting a guy named DK West.
I've been waiting.
Which we're presumably going to have to be dealing with now, right? Or later, but now we're talking with Zam.
I heard about your gig with the DJ and saw
He's
what you did at
actually going to help us get some fans later on. He'll open up an FM radio station that you can interact with later on. We're not going to see it in this episode. We'll see it in the next episode, though. So we're not worried about that too much.
Interesting that you should say so. I'm currently starting my brand new radio channel for the occasion.
Oh, that's cool. How are preparations going?
It was going fine until the place was reclaimed just the other day. It'll take some time for me to recover my equipment and set up a new broadcasting booth.
I was about to say that it was reclaimed by NSR, and it kind of shows that NSR is the bad guys, but we honestly don't know who reclaimed them. Was it reclaimed because he didn't pay rent or something?
Sure thing.
We don't know.
The merrier.
Does NSR even have the authority to reclaim radio stations like that? I mean, sure they control the city, but we only know them as like a media empire, not really. They're kind of like Disney in that way, not like, I'm trying to think of an actual corporation that could have the authority to do that, and the only thing I can think of is the Halcyon Corporation from the Outer Worlds, and that's of course fictional. Though it could become reality. And here we are getting introduced to DK West, one of both my favorite and least favorite characters.
Oh, brother.
As previously established, he speaks entirely in Malaysian, which is really weird. Shadow Rhythm Super Guy! Ewa! You're gonna expect me to see this guy and not quote him? Come on.
Exactly. Zook's big brother.
So yeah, he's Zook's big brother.
Oh.
They both speak completely different languages.
Brother? How come you don't share his accent?
Well, I don't know. How come your hair is yellow?
What's that got to do with...
West, what are you doing here?
Oh, tak ada. Kongsi aja dengan orang kat sini apa erti music sebenar.
Yeah, I'm not entirely sure why they're... Like, I guess it does make sense. Maybe, like,
Kau betul nak buat hal kat sini? Sekarang?
because Zook does speak Malaysian right there, as you saw.
Selalu macam tu. Angry only. Aku lupa birthday kau, you angry. Tak jawab message kau, you angry. Aku jual drum set kau, you angry.
Those are all legitimate reasons to be angry, dude.
Stop it, West. You're disrupting our music revolution.
Like, not a single one of those was a good reason to not be
And I
angry.
don't have time to play around with you. You understand?
Hey, relax bro, relax. Kalau kau
I don't know, it's like the way he says that.
senang.
Relax, bro.
Tunjukkan
Relax.
Siapa lebih hebat? Hadap aku. Ewah. Rap.
Battle!
I said I don't have time to play.
Okay.
Okey lah, aku pergi curi lagi fans kau.
Let's steal more fans, okay.
Let's get this over with.
DK West's voice actor did not get paid enough. So now comes the least favorite part of my game. Actually, the least favorite part of a lot of people's games. You use left and right on the analog sticks, both analog sticks, to move each one. Zook is controlled by the left analog stick, Mayday is controlled by the right analog stick. And you gotta avoid the red enemy thing. And I'm hearing my dog barking in the background. I hope that doesn't pop up in the audio. And right here we get the attack phase where we have to attack his hand. We use up and down with L and R to control Zook and Mayday. L for Zook, left for Zook, right for Mayday. Right, the left stick for Zook, right stick for Mayday. One of the things you'll see me doing here, you'll see me try to do like this kind of, like I move at the last second when I hit West. It doesn't do anything. It just kind of gives this little visual, like it looks like it hits twice. Yeah, this part I like, and the rap, the chant. Oh my god, so good. Right there, you can see right there, looks like it hits. It almost looks like it hits twice. Again, it doesn't do anything. It's just a visual thing, and it's kind of good. When I was playing through this the first time, my very first time playing through, I thought it was kind of weird that DK West was insulting himself in some of these scenes, in some of these lines. And then I watched it again on YouTube when I didn't have to worry about focusing on the battle in front of me, and realized, oh, that's Zook talking. And I even realized, oh, because their voices sound just similar enough that if you're not paying enough attention, like I was at the time, you'd get them confused for each other. Also, I'm not entirely sure why DK West speaks Malaysia but then sings in English, in perfect English. As far as I know, the voice actor speaks English too. I think West's voice actor actually did a Let's Play of this, or a stream of No Straight Roads. And he seemed like he was speaking well enough English, at least for someone who's like, you know, not a native English speaker from a country that's not native English. It seemed like he was speaking well enough. I didn't watch the whole thing, so maybe I'm wrong, but I watched only a few minutes of it. But it seemed, and also, like, I'm assuming this guy singing is also the voice act, is also the same guy doing the voice. So I mean, if you can bear to listen to it without my horrid voice, he sounds good. Like, he's a great singer. Like, he's got a great rap, like the rapping thing going on. Also, apparently the French version of this is better. I have trouble listening to foreign language stuff just because, like, I have trouble understanding it. So it's like I don't think I can develop the appropriate appreciation for it. At least I think. But then again, I do have an appreciation for some Japanese songs, and you know, they don't have a lick of English in them. So, and yeah, you can miss a few of those by accident. It's not going to hurt you too much. Another thing, there's 3 of these that we can go through. We got this one, and then there's 2 others afterwards that unlock as you progress through the game. I will not be doing the other 2 because they are too hard. Also, there's something right there that we just passed. I cannot talk about it right now, but I can talk about it in a later episode. Just keep that in mind. I so want to talk about the little details they put in there. They put like so many little details if you go back and look at that, and then they go back after you've gone through the game later on, and like it shows like so many little details and stuff with the way they got those little guys positioned. But yeah, this whole thing is like the history between Zook and DK West, and this is really all you need to know. Oh, yeah, like right there, you go back and see. He said 1 to 10. It's like this with the little creatures form a 10. And right here, you see I'm starting to like struggle a little bit. Yeah, it gets harder later on, and that's the main reason I'm not going to continue on doing this. I am tempted to do like a post commentary where I take somebody else's playthrough, obviously give them credit and everything, and play through that. But the more I keep thinking about it, like, I'm just taking somebody else's work, and probably gonna find them on YouTube. Like, you know, you can find like a DK West rap. Those be like the full story. It'll be like the full story between DK West and Zook. It's like it just shows the whole thing. Yeah, This first battle was 9 minutes.
Where are you going?
This is the shortest
I
of the
want this
3.
battle fair and square. You hear
I
me?
just think the third one might be shorter.
Hey! Right. Okay, leave. Just leave.
Okay. I'm sensing a lot of anger here. What happened to Zook, the chillest music man in Vinyl City?
Yeah, I know. Just that this guy is so...
Did I mention that? I didn't mention this, but the creators of NSR are fans of JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. Hence the ending there. The to be continued thing is a JoJo thing in the series. As someone who went through the first 3 story arcs of the first 3 parts of the show, I can tell you that's a big part of the series. Like that to be continued is a big, like, recognizable part. Right here we got an Ultimate Duet. Ultimate Duets are not really going to be used. I don't think I ever used an Ultimate Duet once. They're not really all that good. They require you to have full meter for both characters and use both characters' meters. Yeah. Before we end this off, I think any minute now. Because you do go through the briefing for the next battle because we have to, so I can get to grinding and getting some more fans up. Primarily because I wanted to be at a certain spot before we got to this fight. I wanted to be at a certain position,
Yep. Turns out it was Zook's big brother
level,
this whole time.
strength-wise, so I can start showing off some more things, and also so I can start doing hard mode battles.
Excuse me?
Nothing. Let's just get on with the next mission, shall we?
Right.
Yeah.
Today we'll be dealing with something quite unique. Are you guys ready for the classics?
Will my master's degree be helpful for this?
You bet. Head towards the Nature District. I've prepared some tickets for you.
Tickets? What are we watching?
So much I want to quote right now, but I can't because you won't realize, because it won't make sense until the next, not the next episode, the few episodes later.
Child? We'll be going against a kid?
It should,
Sounds...
Don't underestimate her just because of her age. I would advise you to approach Yinu with extra caution. Despite NSR's bias, it's no simple feat to be where she is at her age.
Got it. Well, I'm not one to refuse a gig invitation. Let's go, Zook. And thanks for the tickets, Cliff.
My pleasure.
Excuse me. So yeah. Also, it's neoclassical is her music style. Yeah, at this point I think we're at the end of the episode, and I think I'll go ahead and end it here now. Yeah. Like I said, I don't think we're going to be doing the DK West fights from here on out. They're just way too hard. Yeah. So with all that said, I'll see you guys later.